This happened nearly 2 decades ago, and the details are a bit fuzzy. I tried to recall the events to the best of my memory. Cast. Me, best comrade doggo. D, my dad. C, my stepmom at the time. LC, my stepbrother at the time. Ec 1, entitled kid 1. Ec 2, entitled kid 2. M, entitled mom. T, theater employee. SG, security guard. This happened when I was 11 or 12, so place it in 2000 or 2001. My recently divorced dad had been dating this really cool sweet lady for nearly a year at this point, and she had a son who was only a year younger than me. Their relationship fell apart later, but those details aren't relevant to this story. During this time, their relationship was strong enough that I considered her and her son my step-family, hence their cast member placeholder names. We had all gone out to see a movie. I don't remember which movie, but this took place in 2000 or 2001, so let's say it was the Jurassic Park 3 opening weekend. The theater we went to had just introduced labeled reserved seating, and D had reserved our seats the day prior, so he was able to get all 4 seats next to each other. From left to right, the seating arrangement was C, D, LC, then me. This is relevant for what's coming up later. Me and LC sat down in our seats and D and C put their jackets in their respective seats. They wanted to go get everyone some concessions, so D asked LC and me what we wanted. As they were leaving, D asked us to keep an eye on their seats and jackets. Not long after D and C left to get the snacks, another family of 3 showed up, our entitled family. They started to sit down next to our seats, but then Ec 1 grabbed C's jacket and threw it onto the floor and sat in her seat. He and Ec 2 were both around 16 or 17 and much bigger than either me or LC. Regardless, we were in charge of guarding these seats and jackets, so I got up to see if maybe they got the wrong seats. Me, to Ec 1, hey, sorry, but can you check your ticket stub for your seat? This theater has reserved seats and my stepmom is supposed to sit there. Ec 1, no, you have the wrong seats. Me, are you sure? My dad has our stubs and I'm pretty sure that's where C is supposed to sit. Ec 1, I don't effing care kid. Get out of my face. Ec 2, yeah, leave Ec 1 alone, you dumb brat. M, having overheard the conversation, what's going on? Why are you bothering my kids? Me, I'm just trying to see if maybe you all have accidentally sat in the wrong seats and want to see if maybe you all could move over 1 seat since Ec 1 is sitting in C's reserved spot. M, no, we reserved these seats and we are sitting here. Ec 1, yeah, now F off kid. Me, deciding that there's nothing I can do about them until D and C come back. Can I at least pick up C's jacket that you threw on the floor? Ec 1, ignores me. Me, excuse me. Can I at least pick up the jacket? Ec 1, no, go sit the F down. Me, tries picking up the jacket anyway. Ec 1, starts trying to kick my arms and head as I was trying to pick up C's jacket. Stop trying to touch me. M, in the shrillest voice imaginable, leave my kids alone. Ec 2, stop trying to bite my brother. Me, okay, I'll sit down, but my parents are on their way back. Sits down without the jacket. LC, to me, what are we going to do? Me, we just have to wait until C and D come back. C and D come back about 10 minutes later. C, sees her jacket on the floor. What's going on here? D, to me and LC, what is this person doing in C's seat? Me, explains the exact situation to C and D. D, alright, I'll take care of this. D, to M, did your kid here throw my girlfriend's coat on the floor and take her seat? M, these are our reserved seats and her ugly coat, she hasn't even seen the coat yet, was in my son's seat, so he had every right to move it. D, but he threw it onto the nasty floor instead of just handing it to my son over there. He wouldn't even let my son pick the jacket off the floor. He started trying to kick my son in the head when he tried picking it up. Ec 1, that's because the little a-hole was trying to touch and bite my legs. M, your little brat of a son was trying to assault my child and the other snot-nosed little crap, points to LC, got up and started cheering him on saying bite him bite him. C, to LC, did this happen? Me, no, he stayed in his seat quiet the whole time. M, no, lying. He was trying to assault my children. Ec 2, yeah, he tried to bite my brother. D. Knowing that's just something I wouldn't do. I highly doubt that. Anyway, Ek1 needs to move since that's my girlfriend's spot. M. No, I reserve these seats. D. Pulls C's ticket stub out of his pocket. No, the seat number matches what's on her stub. Tries to show M. M. Unsuccessfully tries to snatch the stub away from D. No, that's wrong. Ek2 also tries to snatch the stub away. 10. Having witnessed the tail end of the commotion, what's going on? Is everyone okay? What can I do to help? M. No. This family of degenerates is trying to steal one of our seats. Pointing at me, that one tried to assault my kids, and, now pointing at D, that one took my son's ticket stub away from me when I tried to show him proof. Has even got it in his hand. D. To 10. No, this is my girlfriend's ticket stub. I was trying to show her that the seat numbers match up. They threw C's jacket on the floor and Ek1 sat in her seat. 10. Okay, first off, I need to see everyone's ticket stubs to confirm they are accurate and that no mistakes were made in our system. D. Being the one who has all our ticket stubs, pulls them all out at once and shows 10. Okay, these match up. To M. May I also see your group's stubs? M. Turning white in the face. No, I threw them away after they tore the tickets from them. 10. But you were just saying that this gentleman here snatched one of your stubs away. M. Stammering on her words a bit. Except for that one. I saved that one. 10. We instruct our patrons to keep their stubs for this very reason, mom. And since they have all their stubs and you have none, I have to assume you either did throw all your stubs away or you didn't buy any tickets at all. All three members of Entitled Family started to look panicked. M. I want to speak to your manager, this is absurd. 10. I'm the manager, mom. I'll have to ask you to leave. M. No, we are sitting here, I reserved these seats. 10. Without proof of purchase we really don't know, do we? I'll have to ask you to leave, mom. M. I'm not moving. Ek2 gets up. Mom, we need to go before they call security or something. M. No. 10. Calls for security over his radio and explains the situation. 2 minutes later, SG arrives. SG. To 10. Which group needs to be escorted out? M. Points to us. That group. They stole our seats and assaulted me and my children. 10. No. SG. M and her family are the ones that are causing the commotion. Could you please escort them off the property? SG. Absolutely. Alright M. You and the rest of your party need to come with me. M. Gets up and walks towards me. If you hadn't have said anything we could have watched the movie in peace. M then throws a full 20-ounce bottle of coke at me and it hits me directly in the eye. Me. OWW, what the hell is wrong with you? That hurt. D. Now full of rage, rushes at M. How dare you throw that at my son? M calling the police. Entitled Family bolts it for the exit with SG in tow. D. To 10. Your security team better effing catch them before I do. Takes off after Entitled Family and SG. 10. To me. My god. Are you okay? Me. My eye hurts, but I think I'm alright. SG. Heard over Tez radio, we caught up to them, and the police are on their way. You need to get Mr. D's group out here too, so the police can ask questions when they arrive. 10. Okay, we'll be there in a second. To me. C. And LC, you'll better come with me. We follow Tay outside where security has both M and D in handcuffs with Ek1 and Ek2 sitting on the sidewalk. C. Why is D in handcuffs too? SG. To C. He was coming at M very aggressively and we didn't want anyone else getting hurt. D. Yeah, I was pretty mad. Don't worry about me. C. I'm fine. The police arrive 20 minutes later and start taking our stories. With so many witnesses, it was obvious who was at fault. D ended up pressing charges against her. The police took M away in a police car after additional questioning. I don't know what happened to Ek1 and Ek2, but I'm assuming their dad or someone came to get them. During the ordeal, we ended up missing the beginning of the movie. The theater offered to give D free tickets to another showing and he accepted. We ended up going back to finally see the movie the very next weekend, with thankfully one less encounter with M. When I was typing this out, I had to ask D what eventually happened to M, and he told me she got a fine and like half a year in jail for assaulting a minor, and was pretty sure she was banned from that theater. Backstory: for my 12th birthday I went to an art place to paint the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. This place usually serves alcohol during sessions, but there is a family friendly room in the back for lessons with people under 21. Bonus points for whoever can guess the place, lol hint, it's in California. Now we meet the cast. Karen, SK, sad kid, M, my mum, me, duh, RP1 and RP2, both random people, instructor. I walk into the place and the receptionist takes us to the family friendly room where the session was. The entire session is family friendly, no split classes here. I pick a canvas and sit down next to my mum because she was painting too. The canvas had a light sketch of the Cheshire Cat on it already. I wait a few minutes because we got there early and in walks Karen and SK. I forgot how old he was, probably 8, 10. SK is pretty happy right now, but sadly folks, that will change in about 3 hours. They both take the canvases across from us and sit down. A few more minutes pass and everyone is here, about 12 people, and the class starts. The instructor tells us all the basic things about the paint, but another thing you need to remember is that the black paint is irreversible. That is also important. In told us to paint the background first and try to keep the inside of the sketch clear of paint until later for the best results. So I start to paint the background. It was red on the bottom fading to a yellow on the top. Karen though starts to paint the cat first. SK starts to paint the background as instructed, but Karen decided that you are my son and you have to do the same as me. She made him put his paintbrush down and take a time out. Who in their right mind, I mean come on. Heard Karen yelling at him and came over. The conversation came as followed. Is everything okay over here? Karen, yes, everything is just fine, he just isn't listening to me, that's all. Me, trying to mind my own business, but kind of looking at them. Karen, / gives me dirty look, what are you looking at, mind your own business. Me, I had and still do have social issues, and can't deal with stuff like this. I'm sorry ma'am. To Karen, please calm down. There is no right or wrong in painting. Everyone does things differently / hands SK his paintbrush / SK, thank you. Karen, takes paintbrush again, no, he's in timeout until he can learn to listen to me. I'm sorry but if you carry on like this ma'am you're going to have to leave. You are disturbing the other painters. Karen, fine. Probably thinking about how she paid for this lesson, slides paintbrush to SK / About an hour passes and some people have finished their background. Karen has finished her cat now too. Tells us what to do for the cat for the best results. Paint color first then do black outline. Keeps you from messing up right away with the black. We start to do that and SK has picked a perfect color scheme. It goes amazing with the background. Important later, trust me. Karen, on the other hand, chose clashing colors. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, she might just like it like that, but it's not something you would want to hang up in a house. Karen is huffing and is being very open to her being jealous of her son's skills. Another half hour goes by and almost everybody is done with their coloring. Tells us how to do the black outline. We have to be very precise about it. SK is doing it, but then Karen can't take it anymore. She dips her paintbrush in black paint, yells out, and starts scribbling all over his hour's worth of hard work, ruining it. Everyone was in shock. Comes over and loses her crap. Karen does the same and RP1 and RP2 has to break it up because they started to full on scream. Then Karen had the actual nerve to hug her son and say I'm so sorry she is being this nasty on your birthday, the audacity. Okay, I'm not even done. SK yells out no. You're the one ruining my birthday. Everyone goes quiet. It seriously felt like something out of a drama movie. SK bursts into tears. Takes his canvas and gives him one of the spares. I mess glad they has some, and she sat next to him the entire rest of the class and helped him finish him. Oh my gosh. I was just a bystander with only a little interaction, but that experience was awful. SK, if you somehow are reading this, I wish you the best, and Karen, if you are somehow reading this, screw you. Thank you for watching. Slap that like button and comment your opinion on these stories below. I'm waiting. Write that comment. Seriously. Have you written it yet? If you don't comment, you make a bunny cry somewhere. You're not that kind of person, I know. Anyways, peace out and catch you tomorrow.